What is going on, guys? It's your boy Dyllan and welcome back to another Destiny 2 build guide. Hopefully I can get this all in one recording because this is like my 50th time trying to get this. But anyway, we're going to be taking a look at a Hunter Arcstrider build today. This is by far the most fun I have had in Destiny 2 since it launched. It's so much fun using the Arcstrider. It's just... Now, I was actually going to main Hunter. That's how much fun I actually have playing Arcstrider. And yeah, so without further ado, let's just get straight into the build. So starting off with the skill tree, obviously the Arcstrider Super is an arc staff. I'm not really going to get into depth explaining that. But for your dodge ability, this is a very key part to the build. Make sure you are using the Gambler's Dodge, okay? Basically, dodging near enemies will fully recharge your melee ability. And this build is centered around meleeing enemies, so that's a key part to the build. As for the grenade and the jump, use whatever you want. Whatever suits your playstyle the best. I know some people like triple jump, some people like high jump. You know, I personally prefer strafe. Whatever suits you best, whatever you would prefer. Again, use whatever you want. But for this build, we are going to be using the Way of the Warrior, which is the top skill tree in the Arcstrider Super. So let's get into these actual perks and what they do. So combination blow, kill an enemy with this melee ability to trigger health regeneration and increase your melee damage. So basically this is again linking to a key part of the build. Next up we have combat flow. Melee kills recharge your dodge ability. So combat flow and your dodge ability will go hand in hand, and you'll see that in some gameplay in a second. Next up we have Deadly Reach. Dodging increases your melee range, allowing you to lunge further to strike enemies. And finally, last but not least, we have Lethal Current. Way of the Warrior. After dodging, each arc staff hit creates a damaging lightning aftershock. So moving into the exotic armor piece that you want to pair with this build, it is going to be the Raiden Flux. And this chest piece, to put it short and simple, is, I'd say, extremely underrated. I don't really see too many people using it on the Arcstrider for PVE, but it is an absolute beast. What it does is quick successive attacks with Arc Staff increase its damage output and duration. So, to put it short and simple, your Arcstrider Super could probably last about 2 to 3 times the length of what it normally would. And the damage output on this thing that you can actually get as well is absolutely insane. So without further ado, let's get into some gameplay. So getting into a couple of things about this build that makes it so much fun to play, makes it, you know, just a build that is worthwhile actually trying to invest in and trying to actually use yourself. Basically, a couple of benefits of the build. Again, it's insanely fun. Like I said, this is the most fun I have had playing Hunter in Destiny 2 since the game launched. It's so much fun. I'd even go as far to say that it's probably, I mean, I enjoy this more than playing on my Warlock. If you know me, you know I have been dedicated to maining Warlock ever since the first Destiny release, and I was so close to maining Hunter in Destiny 2 just because of this build and how much fun I actually have playing it. Now again, this is quite a risky build to play. At certain times, trying to melee certain enemies is obviously going to be very dangerous. I'd probably, you know, it's mainly for clearing up the trash type of enemies like Thrall, Dreads, Vandals, Acolytes, standard Cabal units as well, you know, easily doable. If you ever come up against a boss or an ogre, or, you know, sometimes a wizard, or any major enemies, they can give you quite a bit of difficulty. Again, it's not like you're going to be one-hitting every single enemy, so do be very, very cautious of that. It can get quite risky at times, but as long as you get a kill, again, it will proc your health regeneration, you will regen all your health, and you can go on to run up to another enemy, shade step out the way, and then punch them, and regen your health again. So a couple of tips to using this build would be, I think it works really well when paired with 2 hand cannons. I was actually using the exotic Sunshot hand cannon and the Better Devils. Now, bear in mind you don't see me use them in this gameplay. You know, you don't even see me shoot once, I don't think, but I was just trying to sort of get the point of the build across. Now, this is another lost sector that you're seeing on screen right now, but I went into this lost sector, activated my Arcstrider super, and then I killed the boss with it, killed quite a lot of other enemies with it as well, and then I proceeded to kill every other single enemy in the lost sector just by melee. So once you get the sort of the general effectiveness of the build down, you can clear entire rooms with this thing without even having too much trouble. I know a lot of the times it can get quite tedious, and just clearing rooms, just shooting enemies 24/7. You just sort of feel like you're beginning to feel like a robot. And this build just changes it up completely. You know, you can run in, just punch everything to death. It feels a little bit more like it would be a Titan build, but again, it's obviously an Arcstrider. But I would definitely recommend giving this build a really good try. If you've never played Hunter before, this would definitely be my first recommendation as a build to go for. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys, and peace.